That's right. President Biden set to issue a wide-ranging executive order on regulating cryptocurrencies next week.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. If you hold cryptocurrency, there are two major stories I need to share with you today. Number one, President Joe Biden is expected to issue a sweeping executive order on this crypto space next week. That's number one. And number two, the US FBI has just formed a new crypto crimes unit to crack down on this space. Two big stories, two different headlines we're going to discuss, as well as a few pieces of altcoin news I want to share with you at the very end that I think you're going to want to stick around for. So, like always, check the timestamps down below in the video description. Hit the like button if you appreciate this information, and let's jump in, starting with the FBI. The FBI has just formed a new crypto crimes unit as the DOJ, Department of Justice, names enforcement team director. So the DOJ has chosen a leader to head up this new unit as they focus on the cryptocurrency space. The United States Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has launched a virtual asset exploitation unit focused on cryptocurrency-related crimes. This news was revealed as part of an announcement naming the first director for the DOJ's National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team, that's NCET, which was originally established in October of last year. So, as you know, the FBI is a department within the DOJ, and now clearly, with their NCET, National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team, they're going hard against crypto criminals. It is Eun Young Choi, who was previously senior counsel to the Deputy Attorney General, who will serve as NCET's inaugural director. In a direct quote from the DOJ on what this new FBI unit will be, it will be a specialized team of cryptocurrency experts dedicated to providing analysis, support, and training across the FBI, as well as innovating its cryptocurrency tools to stay ahead of future threats. So what this means to you as a cryptocurrency holder is it just shows us that this crypto space is in many ways exiting the Wild West and coming out of the shadows. We have already made great strides in combating misuse of cryptocurrency platforms, and we've shown we won't hesitate to go after those platforms that help criminals launder or hide their criminal proceeds. So give me your thoughts, comment down below, give me your thoughts on this. Do you like this? Are you scared about this? You would think that this industry is flush with criminal activity, but here are the stats. Here are the actual stats on how much criminal activity is in crypto, relatively speaking. Watch this.
How does the rise in illicit transactions compare to legitimate transactions?
Yeah, it's interesting because it's proportions, right? So if you look at how much of it was illicit activity, it was less than 1%. There's another chart from Chainalysis here that shows you that it's actually 0.15% was the percentage of total volumes that you saw, and that was less than what you saw even a year before that, and less than you saw in 2019 by a large margin.
Interesting. Very interesting. Less than 1% of this crypto space is the illicit part. Actually, less than that. 0.15% in this space is the criminal activity. The rest, the 99 point whatever percent, is innovation. It's actual hardcore Web3 innovation. Always something to keep in mind. So next up, let's move forward and talk about this looming executive order from Biden. Biden is expected to issue an executive order on crypto and CBDCs next week. So here are the details on what you should expect. The White House will reportedly be issuing an executive order as early as next week, directing government agencies to study different aspects of the digital asset space with the goal of creating a comprehensive regulatory framework. So at first glance, it actually doesn't seem to be that bad because they just want all these different governmental agencies to study different aspects of the crypto space and then bring this information to us. For example, they're asking the Attorney General to study CBDCs. The directive from President Biden would reportedly order the Office of the Attorney General, the State Department, and the Treasury Department to study the potential rollout of a U.S. central bank digital currency. So the Treasury, the AG, they want those departments to study the potential of a US digital dollar. They're asking another department, the Office of Science and Technology Policy, to take a look at infrastructure and report back. They're asking them to evaluate on the infrastructure needed for the US to support a digital dollar. The agency will reportedly plan to issue a report back to the president on distributed ledger technology within 180 days, with an update expected on its environmental impact within 545 days. So although the executive order is reported to be going out next week, we won't really have answers on the impacts of all this till 180 and then 545 days after. But let's continue. They're also asking other agencies to evaluate and report back on other aspects of crypto. Under the executive order, the Financial Stability Oversight Council would study financial stability issues resulting from the introduction of cryptocurrencies into the US, as well as the SEC, the CFTC, the Federal Reserve, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency will consider measures to protect the markets and report to the president on methods to mitigate risks with respect to crypto. So again, this is just about studying this crypto space as best they can and having all these different departments report back to Biden on what should be done. Altogether, the executive order would reportedly be used to develop a comprehensive regulatory framework for digital assets in the US. Now, is this good for Bitcoin? Is this bad for Bitcoin? Will it crash the price? Will it skyrocket the price? In my opinion, this executive order, actually, I think it'll be great for cryptocurrency only because it seems that they just want to gather as much information as possible. Now, it's what the SEC and it's what all those different agencies end up reporting back. That could be the potential issue here, but we'll see. By the way, I do encourage you to check out this interview we just dropped yesterday. We had a great discussion on regulation on SEC registered cryptocurrencies. It seems that companies who have been working with the SEC knew that Biden was about to make a major announcement like this.
I think we're ahead of the regulators, but I think in the next few weeks, you'll find out from President Biden and from Gensler at the SEC about just where regulation is going to go.
What do you think they're going to say?
Anyway, it goes on. Great discussion. Link down below if you want to check it out. All right, let's keep moving. Let's talk altcoins. Chainlink to drive mainstream adoption of blockchain tech, according to the Bank of America. So the B of A is bullish on Link. Chainlink, which is a blockchain oracle service provider, now has over $60 billion deposited into smart contracts. And because of this, a recent analysis from the Bank of America claims that the network will drive blockchain adoption across the gaming, gambling, and insurance industries, among others. So what specifically did this Bank of America report say? According to the research report released on Wednesday, the firm believes Chainlink is currently a likely driver behind growing total value locked TVL in decentralized finance. According to third-party DeFi Llama, there is now over $205 billion locked in DeFi, with Chainlink being responsible for $60 billion out of that $205 billion. So the Bank of America is saying, look at the numbers. Look how much TVL Chainlink is responsible for. Next up, big piece of news for Ethereum. Reese Witherspoon plans TV shows and films based on World of Women Ethereum NFTs. And just to get specific on how this happened, through a new deal announced on Thursday, Hello Sunshine, her production company, will develop feature films and television series based on this Ethereum NFT collection. The news comes 1 month after World of Women signed for Hollywood representation with music exec Guy Oseary. And just for perspective on potentially how big this could be, her production company is responsible for the show Big Little Lies, which was a huge hit on HBO, among others. Witherspoon did tell Variety that World of Women holders will have the chance to get involved in the development and production process of these new World of Women media projects, and both the films and TV series will also expand the universe of characters. Give me your thoughts down below, but either way, this will be huge awareness for Ethereum, the protocol, and this specific project. And next up, let's talk about some lower cap altcoin news, and we will move sort of quickly through these. Number 1, for METIS. Our CEO, Elena, is speaking at Ethereum Denver, which is happening now. Huge honor, huge piece of awareness. And just to clue everybody in on what METIS is, plain and simple, it's L2 Ethereum rollups, scaling the Ethereum ecosystem. What was this talk about? We're telling the world about our commitment to decentralization through METIS DACs, L2 scalability, our builder miner program. We pay projects 30% of gas fees back, funding, and the world of METIS. So cool to see scaling projects like this take the stage at ETH conferences. Like I said, we're moving quickly. And next up, let's talk about Helium. Crypto-powered wireless network Helium raises $200 million at a $1.2 billion valuation. And to me, the significance of all this is who the major investors were. Tiger Global and FTX Ventures are among the new investors. Existing investors included Colsa Ventures, Multicoin Capital, and Firstmark Capital. Again, to me, the name brand here is FTX, a major exchange. They saw value in this. And just as a reminder on what Helium is, owners of Helium hotspots, which connect nearby Internet of Things devices, are rewarded with HNT token, receiving more tokens the more their hotspot is used. So it's like a mesh network. You put a device in your home and you're connected to this Internet of Things crypto network. Anyway, interesting to see FTX investing. And next piece of Metaverse news for FOTA, Fight of Ages, they've just announced their VC backers. We are honored to announce the top VCs from Indonesia, including the Codes, Dreamboat Capital, Kenzo Ventures, QNB Capital, SIG, and Alpha Investment have onboarded with FOTA, Fight of the Ages. So just as an introduction, for those of you who may not be familiar, FOTA is a AAA Metaverse gaming project, which is under the hybrid of MOBA RPG, which is multiplayer online battle arena RPG, and integrated with Microsoft Mesh technology, basically to make it ultra immersive, ultra realistic. So it's cool to see the innovation happening. Now, I am an investor, and just to give you a little bit more detail on the type of gameplay you should expect, at the time of launch, there will be 8 races for you to choose from, including Omni, Dragon, Elf, Human, Keen, Demon, Beast, and Ogre. In addition, there will also be 8 different classes, whereby each hero will belong to one of the following classes: Mage, Priest, Warlock, Warrior, Chemist, Hunter, Assassin, Mech. So you pick your traits, you build your squad, and then gameplay will either be campaign, player versus environment, arena, player versus player, or duel, which is a challenge. They are also powered by the Unity 3D engine to power the game's hyper-realistic universe. So cool to see, love to see the innovation in the space. I will keep you updated. And next up, let's talk about XRP. XRP mega whales scoop up over $700 million in the second biggest accumulation spree in history. The so-called mega whales have accumulated over $712 million worth of XRP since December 2021. And how do we know this? Well, we can see the exact data from Sentiment. The second largest XRP accumulation in the past 5 years by top-tier whales is in progress. There are currently 336 XRP network addresses that hold at least 10 million XRP or more. Now, many of these undoubtedly belong to exchanges, but still, exchanges or not, this is still a notable anomaly. So looking at the raw data, we can see while people were selling XRP until November to December 2020, we saw huge accumulation of over 1 billion XRP happening at the end of 2020. And it wasn't until December 2021 till today that we've seen accumulation thus far again of over 893 million XRP. Now, to me, whether that's exchanges or just individuals, it's an interesting metric that we will have to keep tabs on. I'll keep you updated. All right, that is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow. And by the way, if you'll be at Bitcoin 2020 in Miami from April 6th through 9th, the biggest conference of the year for Bitcoin, feel free to use code Altcoin Daily for 10% off your tickets. And prices are about to raise in 10 short hours. So use our promo code down below and get 10% off. See you tomorrow.